next we are going to talk about is types of resources. First is on the basis of ownership. Ownership એટલે કોની પાસે એનો હક છે. For example, let us say कि મારા ઘરે અગાસીમાં સ્પેસ છે, તો મેં સોલર પેનલ્સ લગાડ્યા, તો એમાં જે સોલર પેનલમાં જે ઇલેક્ટ્રિસિટી જનરેટ થશે એ કોની હશે? મારી હશે. સો ઓનરશિપ, કોની પાસે એનો હક છે. નેક્સ્ટ ઇઝ ઓન ધ બેસિસ ઓફ રીઅવેલેબિલિટી. રીઅવેલેબિલિટી એટલે ફરીવાર અવેલેબલ થઈ શકે, દેટ ઇઝ કોલ્ડ રીઅવેલેબિલિટી. એન્ડ ધ થર્ડ ઇઝ ઓન ધ બેસિસ ઓફ ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુશન સેન્ટર. ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુશન એટલે હાઉ આઈ distribute it to other people. Okay, so on these three bases your resources are classified. Okay, so first we are going to talk about is based on ownership. Okay, first is individual resource, owned by an individual or family. Sometimes a particular resource is owned by a particular family. For example, ઘણા લોકો પોતાના ફાર્મમાં હની બી બ્રીડ કરે. ઓકે, હની બીને માટે બ્રીડિંગ કરે તાકી એમાંથી હની મળી શકે. સો ઓબ્વિયસલી એ હની જે મળ્યું છે એ પોતાનું છે, રાઈટ? સો ઇટ્સ એન ઇન્ડિવિજ્યુઅલ ઓર ઓફ અ ફેમિલી. Okay, or it belongs to the whole family. Sometimes people have grape farms and a grape farm mathi te loko wine banave. Okay, this you will find in Maharashtra. So they'll make wine out of it and pachi they will sell the wine. So that farm, that wine that is produced is by that family or by that person. Okay, so that is owned by an individual or family. So example, land, building, etc. Next is national resource. National એટલે belongs to the whole nation or a particular country. Okay, for example, army. Okay, it's obviously it's of the whole nation. International trade, all this is included in national resource. Third is global resource. Global એટલે it's everybody. All physical or non-physical resources which are used for human welfare. Okay, all physical એટલે things which you can see, you can feel, you can touch, and also those things which you cannot feel, you cannot touch, but they are there. For example, air. Okay, air is something which you cannot touch, you cannot feel, but you are breathing it. It's there, you know it's existing. That is why you are living. Okay, resources of common ownership of all nations of the world. Okay, next is according to distribution of area. First is universal resource. Useful gases in the atmosphere, oxygen and nitrogen. Universal resource એટલે belongs to the whole universe. Okay, and it includes all the gases which are there in the atmosphere, oxygen, nitrogen, etc. Generally available resources. Okay, those resources are those things which are easily available to us. Okay, like land, soil, water, pasture land. Pasture land એટલે ઈ land જેના પર ઘાસ ઉગેલું હોય, પછી તમે કાઉ શિપ ને અહીંયા લઈ જાઓ અને એ લોકો ઘાસ ખાય, that's called pasture land. Okay, rare resources. These resources are limited to limited places. Rare resources. Rare એટલે બહુ જ ખાસ અને અમુક જગ્યાએ જ તે આપણને મળી શકે. That are called as rare resources. For example, minerals like coal, petroleum, copper, gold, uranium બધે નહીં મળે તમને, અમુક જગ્યાએ જ મળશે. That is why it is rare. એટલે very difficult to find. Next is solitary resources. Minerals available only at one or two places in the world. Okay, only in one or two places they are available. There are very less of such resources which are there. For example, cryolite, which is only available in Greenland. Okay, so these are your types of resources. You have to do the box. Okay, you could understand the detail of two types of resources can be classified in other methods also, wherein these can be classified into two types as renewable and non-renewable energy resources. So another form of classification is renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Some resources reproduce themselves as per the usage during a specific time. In other words, they are inexhaustible. Okay, so now they are saying that some resources are there which are available to you all the time, and you know for the fact that they are never ever going to die out. They are going to remain as it is. For example, sun. You know, sun is something which will come every day, right? It's not going to say, okay, આજે Sunday છે, આજે મારો mood નથી, આજે હું નહીં ઉગું. No, every day the sun is going to rise. Okay, it's the other thing that sometimes you can't see the sun because it's cloudy, but sun is always there up in the sky. It will produce solar energy. So solar energy is something which is produced every day because the sun comes every day. Obviously some days solar energy, okay, is produced more, some days solar energy is produced less, but every day you will get solar energy. Okay, non-renewable, so here they have given solar insolation, wind. Okay, wind is something which is going to flow every day. Okay, so wind energy you will get every day. Birds, animals, bioresources એટલે your lakes, ponds, all these things are going to be there with you all the time. It's another case ki we pollute all these things, but it's something which is going to remain all the time. They will never get exhausted. Exhausted એટલે કોઈ વાર ખતમ નહીં થઈ જાય. Okay, these are called as renewable resources. Renewable એટલે તમે ફરીવાર એને use કરી શકો. You can renew it, you can use it again and again and again and again. Okay, non-renewable resources are those which are not reused once they are used, or they cannot be reproduced or can be reformed in near future. So non-renewable resources are those resources which you cannot reuse again. Okay, once you use it, it's over. પછી તમે એને ફરીવાર યુઝ ન કરી શકો. Okay, and for example mineral. Okay, for example આજે તમારી ટેન્કમાં જે પેટ્રોલ છે, આજે એ પેટ્રોલ પૂરું થઈ ગયું, તો તમે એ સેમ પેટ્રોલ જે પૂરું થઈ ગયું એ પેટ્રોલ ફરીવાર યુઝ નહીં કરી શકો, રાઈટ? તમારે ફરીવાર ગેસ સ્ટેશને જવું પડશે, પેટ્રોલ પંપ પર જવું પડશે અને નવું પેટ્રોલ ભરાવવું પડશે. તમે ઈ પેટ્રોલ સેમ ટુ સેમ પેટ્રોલ યુઝ નહીં કરી શકો, રાઈટ? ઇટ્સ નેચરલ. So minerals, coals, natural gases, all these things, petroleum, are all included in your non-renewable energy resources.